One of the issues I was looking at was to perhaps bring a new flavour as opposed to traditional transactional type real estate agents. And whereas I saw RESO as a tool and a very good tool to have in the toolbox to use in terms of attracting new clients and how RESO would work for the client, and especially if looking for the best buyer and the best price. And so the best terms, I felt RESO and being a digital platform and doing what we used to do before, face-to-face with bits of paper and, soft copies and the old way, I just felt, no, that's not for us. And RESO was on the top of my shopping list. Most of the buyers, obviously, who came to view the property, a lot of them wanted to make offers straight away. I probably wasn't keen on, running a deadline or an auction process 2 or 3 weeks out. I felt that we could start corralling the offers in straight away to see what the market thought of the property. We had it by negotiation in terms of price. We wanted buyers to make their own offers, and make their own judgment on price. So that's where RESO was great for that. And we had buyers, firing offers pretty well straight away once we opened RESO. I felt that was good, and we could corral the buyers in and work with those buyers by phone and speaking with them, and also show the owners the price expectations coming in straight away from day one. Rather than having to go back every week and review with the client about price and what the buyer saw of the property, we could show those reports straight away to the owner, and the owners could see how the offers were tracking, and it's fantastic. It just punches the message straight down to the owners straight away, and they can see real buyers, real offers, and that's what I loved about that RESO. We could send reports pretty well straight away to the owners without having to wait a week to review price or talk about price expectation. It comes down immediately. If they're a serious buyer, they had to register with you and create their own password with RESO, so I could see who was on, who was interested. Once they registered, you knew they were serious buyers. You didn't have to wait a day or 2 days to ring them back or call. They were straight into RESO making offers, and the buyers loved it too. And when you rank them, if they're dropped from number 1 down to number 2 or 3, they certainly jump back into action again. No one wants to miss the ideal or their property. They want to be number 1, and I love that ranking feature. And talk about motivating buyers. It's a fabulous, I think it's great. And it's very transparent as well. When I asked buyers about it, they thought it was great. They could see where they were positioned. Obviously, they don't see each other's offers, but they see as a buyer where they're ranked. We had quite a few pending buyers that obviously didn't go the full making an offer. Once we knew they were pending, then would call them, and if they weren't interested, that's great. So I knew who the serious buyers were. And that's the great thing about RESO. It ranks them. I know who's serious and who's pending and who's in there with offers, and you can see it straight away. So from day one. In enormous circumstances, running around with a sale and purchase contract or an offer, with 7 or 8 buyers or more, all I could say is I don't miss those days of driving from A to B and B to A and then back again and signing. Whereas we can do the same thing with RESO a lot more effectively and faster. My view is that it's another option for agents, but it certainly quickens up the speed. I mean, it saves a lot of time. Buyers love it, sellers love it, and as far as I'm concerned, I love it. So why would you not do it? And I've been around a while, and I've done both ways of presenting offers, and you're dealing with multiple buyers. RESO is perfect.